It's all about the Blue Square Premier League, of course. First against second. I've made my way up to our commentary position now, joined as usual by my co-commentator Paul Parker. Very good evening to you. How much are you looking forward to this one tonight?
A lot, Steve. I'm just looking at two teams who love to attack, sometimes go a bit gung-ho, not really that bothered about conceding. They've got belief that they can score goals, and I think everybody's looking forward to this game, Steve.
Now, of course, Torquay have beaten Aldershot already this season. That was way back in August, though. How different a team are Aldershot now to this game, the Parks?
Remember, at the start of the season, Aldershot were 25-1 outsiders to even win this league. But what happened after that defeat against Torquay, Gary has got his young players all together, kept them together collectively, and he's nurtured them, he's worked with them, and he's got their ability, he's got all their ability together with their skills, and he's got a very, very good unit.
And this young team show no signs of faltering, do they?
They don't, Steve. Everyone's talked about it. They will, everyone kept saying they will go, they'll crack soon, experience. They haven't done it, and I don't believe they will do it.
And recently we were down at the recreation ground to see them wipe away Stevenage, really. Is this the best 45 minutes of football you've seen in this league this season?
Without a shadow of a doubt. Not an argument, it's a fact. Everybody said that. I said it on the night as well, and it's going to take a hell of a lot for this game, this first 45 minutes to be surpassed.
Now, as far as Torquay are concerned, they've added extra loan signings, including this fella who's coming on loan from Swindon. What's he done to them? Well,
what he's had to do, Paul Buckle, he's had to kind of rearrange his pack. He's had to look at maybe a different dimension in his game. And what he's got this young here, Qaid Mohammed, is pace. A lad who's got ability on the ball, wants to beat people, can play wide, but sometimes he sits behind the front too and he causes problems. He's a lad who loves space to run into.
In this recent game against Ebbsfleet, that was the Torquay of old, wasn't it?
It was, and that's what Paul Buckle wants. If they become the Torquay of old, they maybe just go on and might be able to catch Aldershot. But unless they can get anywhere near that, you just wonder whether or not they can actually get there at the moment.
As you can probably hear, there's a terrific atmosphere building inside Plainmoor, including a very strong travelling army from Aldershot. They have brought over 1,000 fans here to Devon tonight. They know that their team, top of the league, are closer than they've ever been since 1992 to restoring Football League football to their area. We've heard, of course, from Paul Buckle. High time then we heard from his opposite number, Gary Waddock, who is now with Rebecca.
Thanks, Steve. Yes, I am here with Gary Waddock. Gary, after the weekend's results, would you say that the 3 points tonight perhaps isn't as crucial as maybe it might have been a couple of weeks ago if you played Torquay?
No, they're all important. We approach every game in the same manner. There's 3 points at stake and we want to go and get them.
Let's have a look at the weekend results. For you, it was a nice home win against Kidderminster, but they scored first after 3 minutes early on, didn't they? You must have been quite disappointed with that 3 minutes in.
Yeah, it was obviously a bad mistake by Charlesy. He's fully aware of that, but we responded really quickly to get ourselves back into the game.
And this is the equaliser. You hit back after 2 minutes. Another goal for Danny Hilton.
Yeah, Danny's come into the team and done extremely well, and he's just finished it off there to get us back into the game.
And as the game went on, did you feel that the winner was going to come, Ben Harding's winner?
Well, second half the game opened up, and it's a good little pass here from Joel, and Ben Harding at the moment is playing extremely well, and that was a fantastic strike to win the game for us.
Tonight's game then, Torquay haven't had the best of times recently. A defeat last week against Altrincham, and then, a draw I should say, against Altrincham, and then defeat against Grays. Encouraging for you maybe their dip in form?
They'll approach the game in a positive manner tonight. They're a strong side, they're well organised, they've got an extremely good manager and good players, so we're going to be in for a difficult game tonight.
You came down and saw them last week when they did draw against Altrincham. What did you make of them? What did you say, therefore, what do you expect tonight?
I know what to expect. The players in the dressing room know what to expect, and we know that we're going to be in for a hell of a game tonight.
Your new signing, Junior Mendes, will we see him this evening?
Yeah, Junior will be on the bench, so he's not played a lot of football recently, so we'll introduce him gradually to get his match fitness up.
A word for the fans, because a lot of them are making the trip this evening to give you some great support. They always give you great support at home, and hopefully tonight for you, some great support this evening.
Well, home and away, they've been great for us, and we know we've got a lot coming down, and they'll play a major part in this for us tonight, so hopefully we can put a performance on for them.
Okay, Gary, good luck this evening. Thank you very much indeed. Well, Plainmoor is definitely filling up. We're expecting about 4,000 this evening. Maybe 800 of them have made the trip from Aldershot. See, 8 points separate the two sides. That is the crucial one. Torquay have a game in hand. Tonight's game, though, is crucial. Both sides are in the tunnel. The referees are also ready, the linesman and the referee. Referee, have a ball. It's up to Paul Parker and Steve Bower.
A pivotal evening, then, in the Blue Square Premier season that could go a long way to deciding who lifts that championship trophy in 7 weeks' time and who's left to contest the lottery of the playoffs for a place in the Football League. Huge stakes. Torquay need the victory more. This is their team tonight. Lee Mansell returns after suspension at right back. There's no Steve Adams in midfield. He misses out with a thigh injury. So Matt Hockley continues in that area. And Kaid Mohammed returns as Roscoe Desane, the former Aldershot striker, has been feeling unwell in the lead up to this game. He's only on the bench for Paul Buckle.
We go 4-4-2. We go Anderson in goal. Right back Mansell. Comes in for Steve Woods, who's unlucky, he's broke his foot. We go left back with Nicholson, centre halves Todd and Ellis. In the middle of the park, we go with Hargreaves and Hockley. And wide right is Mohammed, wide left Sabroski, and up front is Lee Phillips and Tim Sills.
In tight games in any league, it's all about winning your personal battles on the pitch. Alex Ferguson used to drum it into us at Manchester United when we were playing in big games such as Arsenal or Liverpool. This evening, I think wide areas are going to be the key. For Torquay, we have Kaid Mohammed on loan from Swindon. He's added another dimension to Torquay's play and crucial goals. Can Anthony Charles keep him quiet and stop the supply?
Well, the big news for Aldershot is that leading goalscorer John Grant hasn't made it, having failed to recover from knee and ankle injuries. So Rob Elvins continues to partner Danny Hilton in attack. And 19-year-old Dave Winfield returns at centre-half. Anthony Charles switches to left-back. Straker is left out. And the other change sees Scott Davis come in on the right-hand side of midfield in place of the Blue Square Premier Player of the Month, Kirk Hudson, for Gary Waddock.
We're going to line up with a 4-4-2. We'll go with Nicky Bull, Rob Gear at right back, Rhys Day and Dave Winfield centre backs. Anthony Charles will come in at left back for Anthony Straker. Right side midfield, Scotty Davis will come in, and then Louis Chalmers, Ben Harding, Joel Grant, and up front Danny Hilton and Rob Elvins.
If I'm talking about wide areas earlier, I'll have to mention this man here, Joel Grant. He has really stepped forward this season for Aldershot. He has 2 good feet, great pace, has scored 2 goals in the last 3 games. He will be able to cause real problems to Lee Mansell if he's given balls in 1-against-1 situations.
Fascinating battle ahead then tonight. Both these sides know only one way to play football. Both have scored goals for fun this season. What will happen this evening when they go head-to-head? It's only the second meeting between these two in 17 years. And of course, they'll both be hoping they'll be meeting next season back in the Football League. It's all about spirit, commitment, team ethic tonight. They know the stakes couldn't be higher. And the man in charge of it all is Phil Gibbs, who's made the journey down here to Devon from the West Midlands. Plainmoor is bouncing. This man wants to quieten it. He's seen his side go unbeaten again in 9 games in all competitions. Semi-finals of the Setanta Shield, 2 games away from Wembley in the FA Trophy, and top of the Blue Square Premier. Whatever happens tonight, they will stay there, but they know 3 points could stretch it to 11 points the lead and possibly put one hand on that championship trophy. It will be Aldershot in all red to get us underway in an evening that may give us so many answers in the run-in in the Blue Square Premier season. Forward from Charles straight away, who's been preferred at left-back tonight because of Straker. The exchanges are going to be so important. That's flipped forward by Nicholson. Cleared by Winfield. First free kick of the evening goes to Aldershot. Tim Sills on Rob Gear.
I think you'll have to get used to seeing that. I think Rob Gear, he took a few whacks last time we saw him against Stevenage. But I think he'll take quite a few this evening with Sills and Phillips up front. Their game is all about battling, putting centre-halves, putting defenders under a lot of pressure.
That's headed away by Todd, who of course lost at the final hurdle last season in the playoff final as captain of Exeter. Doesn't want to go through that away. Phillips chasing, goes down. Referee has a look at his assistant and he says Torquay United free kick.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubts about that. Anthony Charles got caught out there. Got caught out, Anthony Charles, pulling back. I think Rhys Davies was going to get there first. Anthony Charles has used that left hand of his right on top of Lee Phillips' right shoulder. You can just see him pulling now.
Charles, who has moved to left back tonight, as I say, preferred to Anthony Straker, having a long conversation with Phil Gibbs here. And the result is a yellow card inside 90 seconds of this game at Plainmoor.
He has to be careful now. He's just recently come back from a suspension. 2 silly bookings he's got for that suspension as well. So early in the game against 2 tough centre forwards.
Yeah, sent off against Cambridge, which was the reason why he was banned. Will it be the left foot of Nicholson or the right foot of Lee Mansell, who himself is back after suspension tonight for Torquay? Nicky Bull has arranged his wall. Big moment early on in this titanic clash. It's going to be Nicholson with his left foot. He caught it well enough, but it was off target. Only 1 goal so far for Torquay against Exeter on Boxing Day.
Yeah, that was a good clean strike. Lacked a bit of direction. He was hoping he could cut across the ball, so maybe it would just fade to the left. With his ability with that foot, maybe he should score more than just 1 goal in the season.
He's the only player who has started every game for Paul Buckle in all competitions this season. Such a consistent performer for him at left back. Torquay looking to do something in the first half an hour of a game that they haven't done in the last 11, and that's score. Against Aldershot tonight, who conceded just 19 goals away from home in the league this season. The 2 most consistent teams going head-to-head here at Plainmoor. 8 points between them. Torquay with that 1 game in hand. Still in play. No, the assistant says that will be a throw to the home side, which Nicholson, the 27-year-old, will take. Zabrowski got back up again. Phillips, Tim Sills. Well, Rob Gear had to be careful with the challenge there.
I just pulled back myself there, thinking he shouldn't have gone for that. He should have stayed on his feet, but fortunately enough, Tim Sills had too much of a touch in it and pull it out for a goal kick.
Nicholson challenging with Elvins. And the header was from Hilton. And it's a free kick to Aldershot. Danny Hilton, he now has 4 goals for Aldershot. Just 18 years of age, the boy from Camden. Harding. Good tackle by Hargreaves. Needed to be as well. Excellent play by the 35-year-old. Phillips didn't realise the space and time he had. He does now. It's Phillips. And still to Sills. Lovely ball. Mohammed. Good save by Bull.
What fantastic play that was by Torquay. Lee Phillips started, didn't know really he could have turned, but he's done well. He's drove at the back 4 there. He's asked questions of him. He's pulled them out of their areas. It's just got the Sills. Lovely touch out to Mohammed, and a good save by Nicky Bull. Got into a good area as well there. Nicky Bull took up a good position, and yeah, that's why he's made the save.
4 goals in his last 3 games. Kaid Mohammed recalled tonight. Here comes the Torquay corner. Zabrowski got a touch, appeals for handball as well. Referee wasn't interested. Nicky Bull with the punch. He was under pressure there as well from Phillips. Still Torquay have it. Hargreaves. And Bull eventually at the end of that will gather gratefully in the Aldershot goal.
It's been a good start by Torquay. You'll be pleased, Paul Buckle. They've come out, they've actually made the point of saying, we're at home, we're going to take the game to you.
Mansell's header. Mohammed, who had the first chance of the evening. He's on loan from Swindon. Here's Zabrowski. Joel Grant. Lewis Chalmers with the ball over the top. Hilton's chasing. Goalkeeper made an early mistake. And it's Danny Hilton for Aldershot. Oh! And Torquay have been punished. First blood to Aldershot inside 6 minutes. And it's Danny Hilton's 5th for the club. And it was a gift. And the league leaders are in front.
Again, I'm going to say it again. Why do keepers get involved in situations they don't need to? Just comes over the shoulder of Todd. He's trying to do his job. Anderson makes it easy there for Danny Hilton to go on and score. Danny Hilton was just expecting to have a battle. He doesn't bother having a battle. The keeper makes it easy for him, and he rolls it into an empty net. Against a run of players such, Torquay made a great start. Good finish. He kept his head as well there. Young boy, 18 years of age, kept his cool well.
But that 19-year-old, on his third appearance on loan from Reading, has been punished in a game where the stakes couldn't be higher. Now that was gear on Tim Sills, who felt that one. And Lee Phillips wasn't interested. Not too impressed either with the challenge. Words from Gear, they're pumped up for this one, both sets of players.
They certainly are. That was a poor challenge by Rob Gear, but there's no need for Lee Phillips to do what he done there. It was just a little bit over the top there. Poor challenge.
Phil Gibbs is going to talk to his assistant, Chris Hargreaves, the Torquay skipper, in conversation with him. Well, he's calling Rob Gear back to him. All the handshakes in the end between Gear and Phillips. So much at stake. Phillips, no doubt frustrated by that error, but has seen his side go one down inside 6 minutes.
Yeah, the thing about it, they could have been 1-0 up just before that as well. Just seeing the challenge here. Tim Seal comes in, he loves coming from the touchline. That was a poor challenge by Rob Gear. You can maybe see why Lee Phillips got wound up about it.
Let's see what Torquay can do from the free kick. Swung in by Nicholson. Header was from Todd, and it was off target.
It's always going to be threats from Kevin Nicholson's free kicks. It's been Torquay's strength all season. There's been plenty of goals scored like that as well. That man Mark Ellis mostly thinks, could I've got it on target?
He'll know there's a long way to go, but he'll also know that's a dream start for his side, who have won 18 of their last 22 games in all competitions. At the end of the season it's going to be. But if they could leave here 11 points clear, and then he would think they have one hand on the championship. Oh, hesitation at the other end now, and are they going to be punished? No. Cleared in the end by Winfield. But Reece Day and Nicky Bull, just for a moment, went on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I think Reece Day should have just attacked the ball there. Should never have left it there for the goalkeeper. Sorry, David. Here he goes. Reece Day leaves it. In the end, lucky enough there, Dave Winfield comes back, but again, it should have been decisive. Reece Day just cleared his lines. Keeper might have shouted. He didn't know what's behind him. Very, very lucky boy.
The Aldershot skipper almost punished in the same way as the Torquay goalkeeper at the other end. It's nice quiet 10 minutes to start this one anyway.
It's been very well, very, very good. A great start, good football. And at the moment, I think everyone knows this game is not going to be decided just by this goal. There's going to be more goals in this game.
Torquay have scored 65. That was Aldershot's 64th of the campaign. Both managers have said they don't know any other way, and that's why this clash was so eagerly anticipated. And with the weekend scorelines as well, it made it even more important for Torquay. Zabrowski trying to get through with Winfield, goes down under the challenge. The referee says goal kick.
Yeah, he went down a little bit too easy there, Zabrowski. I think he knew he weren't going to get the ball, it just went on too far from him.
Just 4 goals in his last 22 games. Chris Zabrowski, after starting the season on fire. He also suffered playoff heartache last season when on loan at Oxford, losing to Exeter. He won't want to go through any of that again. But you have to say, Parks, if Aldershot were to win tonight, it would look favourably towards the playoffs for Torquay.
Personally, I think it will be. I can't see anyone else stopping them or Torquay getting it back. But I'm sure Gary Waddock will dismiss it. He'll only talk about the facts at the end of the season if they're up already.
No exaggeration to say this is the biggest game of some of these players' lives this evening, such as the importance of it in terms of the whole season. All your campaign's hard work. Perhaps particularly in the young Aldershot team compared to the experience of Torquay.
That's right, it's a big game for some of these young boys, but the thing about it, they've virtually been playing cup finals all season, just by the way where they are in the league and their performances.
This really does have a cup final feel to it as well, with all the supporters that Aldershot have brought. It's a fantastic atmosphere, and Torquay fans stunned with the goal they conceded inside 6 minutes. Phillips chasing this one. Challenged by Reece Day, the Welshman.
thing about it, Torquay are playing quite well. They have not allowed Aldershot to get any passing movement. They love to pass with Aldershot. Torquay have worked hard to stop that, but somehow they find themselves 1-0 down.
There's that familiar long throw, headed away by Winfield. Scott Davis. Todd Teller to his central defensive partner, Mark Ellis. Well, there's going to be a roller coaster of emotions for the managers tonight. They'll be kicking every ball. They won't be happy at the moment, particularly the way they conceded that goal.
No, he won't be happy, but he knows there's plenty of time left. He knows there's plenty of goals left in this game as well. He just wants his team to get the next one. That's more important for Paul Buckle.
Challenge on Joel Grant, which results in a free kick to Aldershot.
You do not want to be against this man. He just comes across the front of there, Lee Mansell. I think we're going to see a few more of them this evening. He's going to have to get really tight to him. And then if he does get too tight, that man has the ability to roll him and just to get past him. And maybe as he's done in the last few weeks, go on and score a goal.
It's now a Torquay free kick. He has to recover Mikael Anderson from this mistake.
Yeah, he should have done better. Should have left it there for Mark Ellis just to deal with it. He doesn't do that. Comes out chasing. And that's why his team are 1-0 down.
Incidentally, he's playing tonight because Michael Polk, the player they had on loan from Southampton, was recalled on a 24-hour deal. Here come Torquay again, looking to equalise. Hockley on target. Comfortable for Nicky Ball. Elvis to Joel Grant, going at Mansell and round Mansell, and they had to get back with a terrific block there.
Yeah, that was all about Mohamed. He come back, and I'm talking about this battle at the moment in time. It's going only one way. Lee Mansell, not naturally a fullback, has got a difficult job on there trying to stop Joel Grant. It's only 13 minutes. Well, we're in the 14th minute. It's going to be a long night for that man.
Torquay gone out to 100 to 30. Aldershot 8 to 11 at the moment, if you fancy a flutter. But anything could happen in this one with these two sides. Advantage Aldershot at the moment. Davis, who, like the Torquay goalkeeper, is on loan from Reading. Cleared by Ellis. Not a night for taking chances.
Not with Danny Hilton as well. He closes down really hard. Not only has he been scoring goals recently, he works so hard. He's up front and he's up there like an extra defender.
Hilton. Here come Aldershot again. He went for goal. He's full of confidence, the teenager.
Just that lack of experience, and great turn. Maybe could have done a little bit more with the ball there. Fantastic turn. Too tight, Kevin Nicholson. Leaves him for dead. Just that bit there. Just lost his head just at the end now, and it just needs that bit of quality.
Got his opportunity after the sale of Johnny Dixon to Brighton in the transfer window. Just his 23rd appearance for the club tonight. He has the goal, his 5th of his career. It'll be a free kick to Aldershot. Let's find out how Gary Waddock feels. 1-0 up. He's with Rebecca.
Gary, if I can have a very quick word with you, that's okay. They started very, very quickly, but it was you guys who got the goal.
Yeah, we expected that. They were going to come and put pressure on us early on, but we've broken away and got a good goal to begin with.
When the team was celebrating the goal, I saw you were having a word with a couple of your defenders. Not happy with some of their defending so far?
Well, it wasn't a case of that. We had a free kick in a wide position, and you know, we've worked on things in training, but we've left one of their front guys spare on the halfway line, and you know that's it could have cost us dearly.
Okay, we want another free kick here, Gary. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And it's that battle we were talking about. Joel Grant against Lee Mansell. No card at the moment, but he must be walking on very thin ice at the moment.
I thought it was on the one earlier, but the referee's let him off on that one, and it's going to be a problem straight away. He knows, Gary Waddock knows, they've got to give the ball to Joel Grant's feet, and he's got to get a Lee Mansell. He's a midfield player playing that position, and he's not enjoying it. He does not want people running at him.
These are very important moments defensively for Torquay United. To go 2 down at home to the league leaders so early on would be a hammer blow. Harding and Davis are behind this. Harding's delivery. Restay was attacking it. Harding again. Joel Grant again. Right, the challenge from Mansell.
Lee Mansell's got to use his head. Should have stayed on his feet there, dived in. He's got to be cleverer than that, really. He's on the tightrope.
Both these sides have players who can throw it long. Nicholson for Torquay. Lewis Chalmers is the man for Aldershot. That'll be one of his Harding. Another throw to Aldershot.
Zabrowski on that side of the field, he's actually playing a free role this evening, looks like at the moment. He's actually filling all different positions across the front, and he's actually even back there as well defending.
Chalmers again, he was looking for Winfield. Referee says that's a Torquay free kick. Hargreaves was the man challenging with him. His 33rd appearance for Torquay. They find themselves 1-0 down as we approach the 18th minute, the 83rd meeting over the years between these two clubs. It's been pretty tight. 36 Torquay wins, 31 for Aldershot. And it's tight again this evening. 1 goal separating them. Ellis got away with it second time. And the player on loan from Bolton hands it to Nicholson. A bit of miscommunication again.
It's always going to be a problem for Torquay this evening. That ball just in behind the centre halves. And the likes of Danny Hilton just always looking to get in behind. Got to be on their toes. Ellis and Chris Todd.
Davis back to Gear. Cleared by Ellis again. Strong header by Winfield. He's done such a fantastic job. The 44th game of Aldershot's season. Still in both cup competitions, and riding high at the top of the league, and out of the previous 43, they've been beaten just 8 times.
The team's just oozing confidence, Steve, at the moment. They just don't believe they can be beaten. It's a great position to be in as a player when you've got that belief that you're not going to get beaten.
Nicholson's long throw. Didn't reach Sills, came out to Hargreaves. Mohammed couldn't bring it under control. Harding's ball is picked up by Nicholson. The throw to the home side, short this time. Zabrowski. Winfield trying to stick closely to him. And then Davis came across with a challenge, and it's a Torquay corner.
Thing as well, though, Steve, Torquay for me have started quite bright. It's the best I've seen them in the games we've done. They're all over the park. They're getting tight, closing down. Just that bit in the final third they might be missing at the moment. Certainly feel unlucky to be 1-0 down.
Mansell's corner. Oh, it went all the way through. Picked up by Mohammed. Early delivery back came off Charles. And then cleared by Scott Davis for Aldershot.
He's got to be quite happy in a way, disappointed maybe with his goalkeeper, but in general play he'd be quite pleased. They've been involved in everything that's happened so far. Just maybe need that little bit of luck in the box just to maybe get an opportunity. Maybe still thinking about that one that Mohammed missed early on.
Charles' ball being chased by Hilton. And back by Todd. Hargreaves. His calming influence and experience will be important in this situation for Torquay, who've responded pretty well. Nicholson. Mohammed just wanted the room for a shot. I think from Buckley, uncomfortable for Nicky Ball.
That's one thing they can't allow Aldershot is Kevin Nicholson to get in areas like that. Everyone knows he can deliver a ball. I think that might be one of the reasons why as well. Scott Davis is out outside, just maybe trying to get close to Nicholson.
And ball against Hilton, he tried to be subtle about it. A few more verbals, really pumped up for this one.
Everyone is, it's that kind of game, it's the games you want to play in. That wasn't even subtle, Steve.
It's a nice ball from Davis, and again the goalkeeper backpedaled. Ellis wasn't sure. That won't please the Torquay manager.
I wonder, Mark Ellis could have just done that job himself. Just pull it out for throw-in and then just get on and just defend. He puts the goalkeeper under pressure and the goalkeeper knocks it off even a more dangerous position.
Two teenagers both on loan. Ellis from Bolton, Anderson from Reading in the Premier League. Davis is on loan from Reading as well, and he's going to take the throw for Aldershot. Looking for some options. Gear gives him one. Comes through to Harding. Cleared by Hargreaves. Forward by Hockley. Headed by Day. There's no time on the ball as Winfield found out there. Sills can have a play from the Torquay leading goal scorer. Another hit by Hockley though. Phillips was the willing runner.
Just knocked the ball too quick there, Matt Hockley. Could have gone wide there to Mohammed, or could have just tried to keep possession there with Lee Mansell. In the end went for route one, the eye the needle ball. Gave away possession too cheaply. Just need a little bit more of a calm influence in their Torquay when they get possession. Just try and slow the game down to their tempo.
Challenged by Hargreaves, then a touch by Sills. Now Zebrowski. First time he really has had a chance to run at Gear, and he's gone past Gear, and there's two to aim for in the area. It came behind Sills. Mohammed, he still has it. Hockley wanted it pulled back as well. Good challenge by Davis, and a chance goes begging for Torquay United. Elvins back to Ben Harding, who started every league game for Aldershot this season. Chalmers. It's the open game we hoped for and possibly expected. Joel Grant. Hilton tried to give it him back. Elvins won it back. Clipped in by Chalmers again. Joel Grant. Such a tricky customer. And in the end, Mohammed and Mansell between them clear. Now Phillips with Winfield at the other end. You can't take your eye off this one for a second. Nicky Bull under pressure.
I just wonder when someone's going to stop for some air. It's just kept going end to end. Starting with Zebrowski, that was the first time we've really seen him explode into space past Rob Gear. And obviously Rob Gear was looking for us then, Steve.
He obviously didn't like something you'd said, because that was heading towards your nether regions, Mr. Parker. Well volleyed back. Throw from Nicholson, flicked on by Sills. And eventually we can take a breath because it's a goal kick to Aldershot. Well, this is a huge game, and we're hoping for a Torquay equaliser. This was the cross from Zebrowski.
It was, and Zebrowski done really well there, but he just snatched it in there, Mohammed. He's scored a few goals recently. Just thought he might have just kept his head there, at least to try and hit the target. He doesn't do it, and it's an opportunity gone.
Davis. Hilton chasing, and picked up by Anderson. He threw it straight to Anthony Charles, and here's Joel Grant, and he couldn't keep that in. So top-class Monday Night Football from the Blue Square Premier this week, and next week's exactly the same. Torquay's Devon rivals Exeter going really well in the playoffs against York, who've been revitalised under Colin Walker. That's a cracker at a Kit Kat Crescent next Monday on Setanta Sports 1 from 7:30. Lee Mansell with the throw. Went by Sills, the former Aldershot player. Away by Harding, late challenge there, free kick to Aldershot. Three to 1. Incidentally, the odds on a red card in this one this evening, and there has been a red card in every 4 games in the Blue Square Premier so far this season. It's very easy for us to say up here, but it is an evening to try and keep your head.
certainly is. The team that does that more likely come out winning the game. Just needs that man there, Mikel Anderson, the goalkeeper, just to keep his head, been a bit edgy as he gave the goal away. His throw out as well, understanding of his players, he just needs to get that sorted out.
It's all the way through from Mansell. We probably should have expected an Aldershot goal tonight. They've only failed to score in 2 of their 22 away games in all competitions this season. They've seen goals wherever they've been. They're in dreamland, really, when you consider last season, before Gary Waddock arrived, they finished 13 points off the playoffs. It's been a remarkable turnaround, and as we pointed out back in August, 25-1 to get promotion.
And I was one of those people, Steve, who would have said it's the same as everyone else. They were too young to get out there and really have a go at trying to win this league. They've proved me and a lot of people wrong as well.
Each time we see them, even in the biggest of the games this evening so far, they're playing without fear, aren't they?
Oh, they definitely do play without fear. A lot of teams or managers, players have mentioned the cameras have bothered them. They have not bothered Aldershot in the slightest this season.
Almost the other way, they've responded to it in a positive fashion. Particularly with that first 45 minutes at Stevenage. Any football fan from any region would have been mightily entertained. They're not just top of the league with grinding out results, they've been pleasing on the eye along the way as well.
Yeah, I don't think they know those words, grinding out results. Look at this evening, they're not shut up shop, they're still there looking for the second.
Forward by Ellis, towards Mohammed, went in the air by Charles, picked up by Tim Sills, who was off balance and also under pressure from Dave Winfield.
That's what the game's been about. Torquay's plan has been all about stopping and playing. Aldershot's plan has been exactly the same. And when we stop and play, and we'll bounce off of that and try and get forward. At the moment, Aldershot are the side on the offensive because they've got that one goal behind them. It'd be quite easy if Torquay just get that, maybe that goal back. They'll say they're back in the game and deserve to be.
Nicky Ball, almost 6 years an Aldershot player. He was in goal when they lost that playoff final to Shrewsbury, managed at the time by Jimmy Quinn. Chalmers, run back by Hargreaves. Now Rhys Day, beautifully done. Out to Joel Grant. And they have 4-5 now forward in this move, Aldershot. Grant against Mansell again. Still Joel Grant, went for goal. Still might fall for Hilton. Cleared by Ellis. Finally won back by Torquay.
I think they've got to do something. I'm sure Paul Buck will be talking about how he's going to stop Joel Grant. Lee Mansell needs help. He might have to make a change, or he might just have to double up on him, because every time he gets the ball, there's space to run in front of him. He goes at such a pace, Lee Mansell cannot stop him.
Rhys Day with the header. Hargreaves in. Need to throw to the visitors. Hargreaves trying to get promotion with Torquay, having been relegated with 3 different clubs in his career. Again, we're talking about Aldershot's turnaround. Torquay looking to bounce back at the first attempt. Paul Buckle arrived here in June, took the job with 4 players to his name. The expectation of them being second at this stage was not a reality at all.
Oh, I mean, they talked about they would have accepted it, but now they want that #1 spot. They definitely want to get up as early as possible. Yeah, people talk about the city lights, what's happened to Exeter and to Oxford this season. They want it to be as early as possible.
Joel Grant. Mansell again trying to get close to him. Gear. Getting it back from Scott Davis, and he got there first as well. Hilton. Todd had to come across.
That just all come about, just misunderstanding between 2 players, not communicating.
Gear. Got the cross in. Cleared by Hockley. Charles in ahead of Sills. Still not clear though. Back in from Davis. Away by Hockley. Then by Zabrowski.
Now that's when you need a little bit of composure. They're at home, plenty of time to pass it, but he didn't, Zabrowski. The same as he kicks it into space.
They haven't sat down. The Torquay coaching staff. Remember Paul Buckle, a former Aldershot player, captain of Aldershot in the 2002-2003 season. Scored 5 goals in 29 games for them. Played with Nicky Ball, the Aldershot goalkeeper. Also briefly with Tim Sills and Roscoe Desane, now members of his 16 tonight. There is Sills with the flick. Hamid with the second header, but Zabrowski won't keep that in, and it'll be a goal kick to Aldershot.
You can see as well, Steve, on that side there, you can see why he's playing Anthony Charles at left back. All Anthony Charles has done is just that they're winning the headers, winning big headers out wide. That's why Anthony Straker's not playing, because sure Gay Waddock's just thinking to himself, I need a bit more height out there. This team, as good as anybody in the air, a lot of their goals come from dead balls. I want as many big players out there as possible.
Davis. Came off Nicholson. Mansell's header, back to Scott Davis. Referred to Kirk Hudson this evening in the Aldershot team. Torquay should remember as well that Aldershot have won all 21 league games this season when they have scored the first goal. They've not dropped a single point when they've opened the scoring.
You've really pleased the Torquay fans watching this, Steve.
Zabrowski. Looking for Mohamed, finding him. It's Mohamed against Charles. Hockley takes over. Mansell's cross. Sills arriving, couldn't get the contact. 6'2", had a good jump.
Yeah, it was a good jump, but he's actually taken out one of his players. Lee Phillips is struggling with his back at the moment. Good ball in by Lee Mansell, plenty of pace in it. Maybe just comes in a little bit flat at the far post there, Sills. Doesn't really get a good head on it, but all he does is get a good knee in the back of his teammate, Lee Phillips.
Yes, he certainly felt the brunt of it. Cleared again by Charles. Won by Davis. Now Ellis for Torquay. Phillips is chasing this. Day was always the favourite.
He's always going to chase everything down, Lee Phillips. Rhys Davis knows his job. He just got the ball out of play. Weren't going to try and be fancy. Just want to be a good defender and clear his lines.
Lee Phillips, who scored at Wembley last season in the playoff final and ended up a loser. Just like Todd, doesn't want to go through the lottery of the playoffs again. Hargreaves to Nicholson, to Zabrowski. Rob Gear again, not giving him an inch. Hargreaves went through Sills, his chance offside flag was up anyway.
Still a good challenge there by Anthony Charles, kept alive. Initially he was caught out, got cool ball watching. See Lee Phillips about half a yard offside when initially, here he goes, just in behind. No doubt about that. Well done, Anthony Charles.
Might be a problem here for Lee Phillips. Requires some attention. Plenty to think about for both managers. Time for a few instructions from Harry Waddock. Now Phillips receives treatment. This is what happened to Lee Phillips.
He's just kicked the back of, looks like the back of Anthony Charles's boot there. Fortunately, I think it's just a kick rather than anything else.
He's keen to find out if Phillips is okay. And the answer from his striker is yes. What Gary Waddock's writing down there, Parks.
I'm sure he's just saying we're in a battle. If we get anything out, we would have worked hard for it. I tell you, Torquay are really working hard in all areas to stop Aldershot playing. I'm sure Paul Bucker would love to get Zabrowski or Mohammed the same kind of areas as what Grant on the far side is getting against Mansell, so they can get in one against one situations to really open up this Aldershot defence.
As you can see, Mansell is back on. Torquay back to 11. Sills with the header. Away by Harding. Terrific challenge by Elvins. Now Joel Grant. Khalid Mohammed got back to regain possession for Torquay. Mikael Anderson with the clearance. Went by Charles. Parks talking about the added height in the left-back area. It's important there. Lewis Chalmers, who's always trying to unlock the door. Such a creative player.
Yeah, he is a creative player, Joel Graham, but he's done something there which most players always think can't do. He's gone and closed down the fullback. It's forced an error and he's earned his team a throw.
Torquay now have a throw. They've only failed to score 4 times in their last 35 games in all competitions. As I say, we're watching 2 teams who this season have been scoring goals for fun. Just 1 so far this evening, and it's gone to the leaders. Hargreaves. Hockley. Comfortable header for Day. Back from Hargreaves. They missed the second ball. Sills just planted a seed of doubt in Nicky Bull's mind there.
Yeah, that's what he's done. That's what he has to do there. At the moment his side's losing, he's had to walk threats after threatening him somehow. At the moment they're not really affecting him, but making him make saves he's had to want to deal with so far this half. Need to work him a bit more.
Cue the long throw again from Kevin Nicholson. No, short this time. And it's in from Nicholson. Zabrowski jumping. Comfortable for ball. Started every league game this season. One of the best goalkeepers in the division for you.
Oh, he's one of the most competent goalkeepers. Very professional in what he does. Rarely makes big errors. Big errors, I should say.
His clean sheet is intact so far. Flag is up on the far side. For as good as the football we've seen in the tempo, neither goalkeeper's been stretched too much, have they?
No, they haven't, Steve. Obviously mentioned Nicky Bull just the once really from Mohammed's shot. And to be honest, Anderson really hasn't had a lot to deal with. The one thing he should have dealt with, he didn't do the job properly at all, and that's why his side are 1-0 down.
That's what will frustrate Paul Buckle, the Torquay United manager. Mohammed. Good defending again, this time by Charles.
That's the difference at the moment there. We've seen Aldershot, we've seen the wide players. Every time they've got on the ball for Torquay, they've had 2 players around them all the time. Just sitting there, there's Grant just threatening there, and there's Anthony Charles just coming across, shielding the ball away from the forwards. We're seeing for Torquay, Lee Mansell needs help. I think Mohammed might just have to come back and help him for a while and try and get Zabrowski more into the game.
Header from Ellis, then from Gear for Aldershot, then for Hargreaves. Zabrowski trying to get it down. No time in those midfield areas. Eventually ends up with Elvins, who was trying to find Joel Grant. For once, it wasn't a good ball. Now Mohammed. Sills away to his right. Mohammed went for goal! That wasn't that far away.
It wasn't that far. I'm not really sure if Nicky Bull knew about that one. It seemed like it moved away from a positive run. Little nutmegs there it was on Lewis Chalmers, and he keeps going and going. Could he have gone wide? He doesn't bother about it. He just wants to strike it, and that just pulls away. think Nicky Ball seemed quite comfortable with it, but we just see the ball move as he strikes it, just pulls slightly wide there to the right. Not far away at all. That's better from Mohammed there, a lot better.
Mansell's clearance came off Harding. Chalmers for Aldershot. Forward by Mansell. Hargreaves. There was a late tackle there and the referee says play on. This is Davis for Aldershot. Still got it. Gear. Now Harding. Anthony Charles to Joel Grant. Elvins and Hilton wait in the penalty area. Towards the near post and Torquay get it away. Only as far as Rob Gear though, who hits it straight against Zabrowski. Who's been penalised, that will be a free kick.
Yeah, that's a silly free kick as well. I've got no idea why he's complaining about it at all. That was just absolutely ridiculous foul in a dangerous area. No need to do it. Players going nowhere. That is just sheer petulance on Dabrowski's part.
Chalmers is back on his feet after that challenge by Hargreaves as well, incidentally.
I think he's just talking to the referee about it.
Quickly taken, Elvins thinks he's won a corner. And the officials agree. Last 2 minutes of the first half. The league leaders who have the lead have a corner. Scott Davis delivers. Away by Phillips. Gear. Tipped it in. And it ran all the way through.
Maybe should have done better that ball there. Should have kept the ball, should have gone back wide again, kept possession, rather than just put it in the box. Not long to go now.
Side flag is up. And the first half is almost up. Aldershot have taken 13 points in their last 15. In a period where Torquay have only taken 8, just with their noses in front. Zabrowski. Plenty forward here, Torquay. Good challenge again by Rob Gear.
It had to be one as well. He was just closing down there on the goal. Had to time it right as well, Rob Gear. Zabrowski's got to be doing more of that. He really has to pin Rob Gear down and try and get him 1-against-1 situations. He's definitely got the pace to go past him.
Set pieces could be absolutely crucial this evening. Let's see what Torquay can do from this. It's a deep one. Put it back in by Todd. Zabrowski will come down for him. Back in from distance from Hargreaves and wide of Ball's left-hand post.
He's done well, Chris Todd, to get that back across the face. I'd have to say Zabrowski's just got to take it first time, any kind of touch on it to try and get it a goal, but he wants too much time, 8 yards from goal. He's not going to get that time. He's just got to take potluck and have any touch in it towards the goal.
As you saw, 2 minutes of time to add on at the end of this first half. Flick. Scott Davis. Ellis got back second time. Such a quick player, Davis. Zabrowski looking for Mohammed, didn't find him though. Interception was from Charles.
There's time in the game. That's not a bad ball there by Anthony Charles. Got it out of play, just got away from his area.
Sills with the flick. Last minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half here at Plainmoor. Nicholson keen to get on with things. Sills with the flick. Hockley challenging with Chalmers. Hockley. Get on with it here. Mansell's throw. It's the Aldershot fans you can hear at the moment, leading by 1-0. Chris Zebrowski for Torquay. More good defending.
Two centre-halves for Aldershot defended really, really well this evening.
And look at this from Hilton. Elvin's up with him. Joel Grant away to his left if he sees him. Good challenge by Ellis. It's come through to Grant here though. Still Joel Grant. And it was always rising.
It was always rising, but every time he gets on the ball, Joel Grant, people don't know whether to go to him or just to drop off. And if they drop off, they'll keep allowing him to have shots like this. And sooner or later, he will hit the target. They don't want to dive in because his feet are that quick. At the moment in time, he's the outlet for Aldershot, and they're using him all the time.
It's the end of a fascinating first 45 minutes where Mikel Anderson on loan from Reading made an error, which was punished by Danny Hilton, the Aldershot teenager. And that is the difference between the two sides. It came 6 minutes in, and Danny Hilton received his gift with glee for his 5th goal for the club. And that is the reason that the league leaders Aldershot have the advantage at the break.
Yeah, they've got every right to be in the game. Be a little bit disappointed that they're 1-0 down, but they've got no complaints. The goalkeeper's had an absolute nightmare for them, to be honest, Steve.
And you said beforehand, didn't you, it's either a piece of quality or a big error in these tight affairs that can be the difference.
Oh, exactly right, and it just needs somebody who is not concentrating, and Anderson was not concentrating, Steve. He just totally lost his head there, no composure, and he's allowed Danny Hilton just to go through there. And one thing about Danny Hilton, he will chase everything. He won't just stand there, wait and see what happens. He will make things happen, and he forced that to happen by making that run, and he just caused a problem. And Ellis just waiting to deal with it. Anderson gets in his way. He can't do his job as a defender.
He was nowhere near it either, was he?
No, he's not. No, nowhere near it at all. It was poor, Steve. Really poor.
Torquay recovered well, in fairness, didn't they?
Oh, they've played well, Steve. They've got themselves in the game. And they've really defended reasonably well, and they've just really closed down all the avenues that Aldershot like to go up. And we've just seen it here, and Lee Phillips makes a good run, good ball out there to Mohammed, and that's a great save. That is, I have to say. Now I've seen it again. That is a great save. That is by Nicky Ball. Took up a great position, and Mohammed couldn't do any more. And it's a good left hand by Nicky Ball in the end.
That's the clearest they've come. It's could have been half chances really for Torquay apart from that.
It certainly isn't here. We're just seeing the chance of maybe a handball here by Ben Harding as it comes in there off Zebrowski. That's handball. Maybe it's there. It's hit his hand there. It's on his way direction. A lot of people would say that is a penalty. Ellis again, that's a great strength again of Torquay. Balls in the box, they're power in the air, and Zebrowski, where everyone wants to see him running one-on-one, and we see there if he does it all the time to Richard Gera, Rob Gera, he can't get anywhere near him. But Mohammed just slashed at the ball then, not composed there really. Should have done better, got a better touch on the ball when he comes in it. Zebrowski pulls it back brilliantly for him, and he doesn't, hitting it obviously with his weaker foot, and instead of just getting a hold of his foot around the ball, he goes off his laces and misses it. But Mohammed does well there. Good feet there to go past Lewis Chalmers. Keeps his head there. Just has a strike. And I think he catches Nicky Ball unawares there. Strike slightly off target, but it's positive. And Paul Buckle is going to be reasonably happy the way they're
want a bit more of that in the second half.
They've got to do more of that. They've got to get the ball, as I said earlier, they've got to get the ball wide, Steve, to really affect Aldershot. They're not getting the ball. They've been too narrow in their play. The strength for them, for me this evening, is Zebrowski, because I think Mohammed might have to help with the problem with Joel Grant, with Lee Mansell, not a natural right back. I think Zebrowski out wide, trying to get him 1-on-1 against Gea, and I think that's where their strength will be. Yeah,
you mentioned the wide areas before the game started, and Joel Grant really has been the thorn in Torquay's side.
Oh, he has. I don't know how they're going to stop him. I don't know if they really want to do that. They don't they like a team who wants to go forward. But to be honest, Lee Mansell needs help. Otherwise, Lee Mansell is a fortunate man. He hasn't been booked already. So at the moment, he's got 2 chances. But I'll tell you, that man there, we're just seeing his feet there, and even I wouldn't want to be up against someone like him. Pace and skill on the ball, Steve, is a hard weapon to destroy.
I was just about to say, as a fullback, that's a nightmare. What's going to happen in the second half then?
I think what we're going to see, Torquay, typical Torquay, they're going to come out and be even more adventurous, Steve. I'm talking about Qaid Mohammed coming back. I don't think he will. I think they're going to take a gamble. They've got to. 3 points is imperative to Torquay tonight. A draw, I don't think it does anything for them. They want 3 points. They've got a game in hand. They want to give themselves the chance to go as close as possible.
Torquay need goals. They need points. In the Aldershot dressing room, they know if they can win this, they will go 11 points clear.
assessment, because you can't be too disappointed in some ways, because you've had your chances and the goal was an individual error.
Yeah, possibly our last 3 games we haven't taken our chances, and we haven't in the first half really. But you know, we've had some quality. We've put some pressure on Aldershot, but we haven't taken our chances. 1 error, and they capitalised on it, which a team at the top of the league will do to you. So we can't afford any more errors. But you know, I think if we play like that again second half and cut that silly error out, we've got a chance.
In some ways, a draw in terms of the title race isn't much use. You've got to go for that win.
We don't go for a draw. We don't go for a draw. We want to go for the win, but we have to attack with care. We have to now attack with care. We mustn't go silly because we'll get counter-attacked. They're very quick on the break and they're a good side. So,
making any changes?
Not yet, not yet.
Thanks, Paul. Thank you. Back to Stephen Paul.
Good words from the Torquay United manager, Paul Buckle, and he's right. This was always going to be a tight affair. It's only 1 individual error that separates the 2 sides at the moment. But Torquay badly needs something from this game. Otherwise, you suspect it may just be an insurmountable lead that they would be chasing. It is Torquay in the yellow who get us in the way in the second half. Taking their home fans behind Nicky Ball's goal. Just how important is the next goal in this game, Parks?
All important, Steve.
Well, it might be coming here, you never know. Phillips, 3 wanting it, went right across the face. Deflected, Sills wanted it square. Phillips went for glory, and it's a corner to Torquay.
Yeah, maybe he could have just taken it earlier, but he didn't really want it, didn't fancy the angle, comes back. Even Matt Hockley was there as well, waiting for it. But in the end, I think he done the right thing in the end there, for me. He pulls it back, and if he doesn't, if there's no one there, no one gets the end of it, he'll be questioned by his manager. Hockley was coming there screaming for it. It's unlucky. Good start.
Positive start. Zebrowski swung his foot at that. Didn't get anywhere. Davis brings it clear for Aldershot. He's overrun it though, has he? And it's an Aldershot throw, and the second half has started in exactly the same way in which the first finished.
They've come out Aldershot. They're not going to just sit back and won. They can't play any other way, and we all know about Torquay. They can only play the one way. Trying to score goals is their game.
Hargreaves with the header. Hockley forward. Forward by Gear. Then by Ellis. Sills beaten by Day. Helped on by Chalmers. Terrific tempo once again. Nicholson. Phillips, the only yellow shirt up there. Reece Day with a very good bit of defending. He was caught in the end by Zebrowski.
Yeah, just caught him a little bit late. It was good feet as well by Reece Day. Tim Sills got close to him, but didn't want to put his foot in there. Zebrowski did want to put his foot in there, and he actually just catches him just on his toe. Seen people book for them with the late ones. But the referee's been very lenient this evening to bring his book out.
It's just the 1 yellow card we should point out so far. That was from Phil Gibbs, the referee, to Anthony Charles, who left back for Aldershot this evening. Reece Day is okay. And Nicky Ball will take the free kick. Davis. Such an energetic player, Scott Davis.
Yeah, he's a good player. We saw him play last Tuesday, and he played very well. More naturally a centre midfield player. He's finding it a little bit difficult out wide when he gets on the ball, because he hasn't got all that space around him. He's only got that avenue to work in. He's not really enjoying it as he did last Tuesday.
He's just 19 years of age as well. Tenacious player. He's missed 7 games this season through suspension. As I say, on loan from Steve Coppell's Reading. This is Charles. Cleared by Todd. Back from Charles. Davis with a header. Hilton chases. Might fall for him on the volley. 3 players around him now. And one of those, Matt Hockley, Wins it back for Torquay.
Yeah, he's done well, Danny Hilton, get on it, but he's played to his strengths. Just give it to Joel Grant.
Still in play here. Davis overrun that. At the end of all that, it's a Torquay goal kick.
Just plenty of effort there from Daniel Hilton, but sometimes he just lets his head rule, his heart rule his head. He should just maybe just pass it, do his job, get hold of it, and just give it to the players who can play, like the Joel Grants, so they can get out players which are their strengths.
What perhaps was Gary Waddock's message at half-time?
I think he'd have been happy the way they played. He's not Aldershot as we know them. They haven't really got hold of the ball and pass as well. That's all down to what Torquay have done. And he'll just say to them, now just be resilient, don't give anything silly away. They almost did early on.
Danny Hilton's going to get a yellow card here.
Yeah, that's a silly one. He's always likely to do that. Then he gets so over enthusiastic. He's definitely caught up in the game, and referees just showed him where he's just done offences. There's 3 of them, and that was the final one for the referee.
Second recipient of a yellow card so far this evening. Both of them are Aldershot players. Todd takes the resulting free kick. Headed away by Winfield. Cleared by Joel Grant. Back in from Todd, but straight to the feet of Chalmers. Todd got back though to atone for his error. Nicholson. 2 Aldershot players right on top of him straight away.
That's right, they've done their homework. They know they can't allow him time on the ball. Excellent pass with the ball, Kevin Nicholson. Aldershot are not allowing him to get on the ball and time on it to pass it.
Lockyer with the throw. Elvis dispossessed. Hargreaves clears. Sills wins it to Phillips. Now if he looks up, he'll see Mohammed, and he didn't reach him, but it's won back by Hockley. Mohammed holds his head in his hands on this right-hand side because he was in acres of space.
That was poor by Lee Phillips there. Should have been better there. That should have been looking wide naturally.
For the pace of Hilton. Todd didn't get there. This could be real danger for Torquay. Grant across. And we got there second time. Chris Todd. And cleared for Torquay.
That was all about the indecision again of Anderson. Should have just maybe come and dealt with that. That's what Chris Todd was looking for. And in the end, Chris Todd was going to be the person who looked like he'd made a big mistake there. That man has got to be positive. I think there's a little bit of nerves. That was a lovely little ball there, just in behind by Lewis Chalmers, looking for his goalkeeper. In the end, he tries to deal with it. Almost gets caught out.
And as Paul Buckle pointed out, there's only a personal error between these 2 sides at the moment. There was one from Day. Phillips goes through. And Nicky Ball came to meet him.
Oh, that was a mistake. I think that's his first mistake of the night there by Reece Day. And it's all about Phillips' strength and power. He's done well now. Nicky Ball's done just right in front of him and put him off. This goal scoring's not over in this game so far. There's a lot. I'm sure there's a few more goals to come yet.
Corner to Torquay, right underneath the goalkeeper who got something on it. There's plenty of traffic in his way as well.
This is what Torquay want to do. They really want to pin Aldershot back in that box. Keep getting the ball in there.
Mansell to take the throw. Short to Mohammed. Gets it back, Mansell. Got the cross in as well. Sills was trying to get on the end of it. Comes back to Mohammed. And then Mansell again, ball back pedal. Hargreaves trying to get on the end of it, so too Zabrowski. They were appealing for handball.
No, it wasn't a handball there, but I just think there was too many players around that ball here. No one was really going to get on it. A lot of players, no one really made a decision. See, Chris Hargreaves just coming in. In the end, I think that was more the arm of Zabrowski than anybody else.
It's a night for raw emotion. Torquay are behind, and they know deep down they must take something from this game. Joel Grant. Here comes Harding, plenty of space. Desperate tackle from Mansell. Back in from Davis at pace. It only needed a touch.
Just slightly too high, good pace. Anyone who gets on the end of that, all they could do is just try and direct it at goal. The ball would have, the actual ball in would have been the power. Not a bad idea at all there by Scott Davis. Just need to get him on the ball more as well. Been out wide, he's done a great defensive job. But I've seen him play like he loves to get on the ball and run at people.
They beat Sills to it. Forward by Ellis. Now Zebrowski. All the way through to Mikael Anderson. 6'5", 19-year-old Dane. Launches a high one again towards Sills. Winfield this time jumping with him. Back from Hargreaves. Zebrowski got a touch. So too did Day, which is an important one. In from Hargreaves, and Rhys Day again in a very important position to clear for Aldershot. Lewis Chalmers now. Couldn't slide it through. Ellis won it back. Zebrowski. Mohammed away to the right-hand side, and Sills got in the way inadvertently. Twice Mohammed's had space and not received the ball.
The difference in the two teams, Steve, is that as soon as Aldershot get on the ball, they're looking for wide areas. Torquay just get their head down. They don't look wide early enough. That man there, Mohammed, is always there. They should know that. Get their head up earlier and just get it out wide to him. When he's in one-against-one situations, he will cause a problem.
Aldershot throw on the far side. Forward by Nicholson. Phillips lost his footing. Blocked by Sills, now Zebrowski. Can he conjure something up here? Strong challenge, but a fair one by Winfield.
It was again, Dave Winfield. Rhys Day have done terrific this evening so far. Not giving a lot away.
Zebrowski, free weight in the penalty area. Can Nicholson deliver it? He can, but it's headed away by Winfield. There's a foul by Phillips, and the referee's assistant flag was up. And it'll be a free kick to Aldershot.
I'm sure Paul Buckle's there thinking they'll have to make a substitution shortly just to try and freshen up a bit. Maybe look for a new dimension, a way to play. There's opportunities to get him behind, and maybe a Roscoe Desane could come on just to try and get him behind, or maybe even a Jody Banham who's just got in from Drawsden. He's got a lot of ability on the ball. Maybe his goal could open up the game for Torquay. There's something different they need now.
Mansell's ball over the top. Sills chasing it. Rhys Day under pressure. All he does is clear high into the Devon skies, and it came down on the head of the Aldershot skipper. Then pulled by Anthony Charles. Aldershot would have expected some pressure in this second half, and that's exactly what they've got from the team lying in second place. Phillips. In from Mansell. Nicky ball back pedals. It was over Zebrowski. Just didn't quite time the run there.
Then that was a wonderful ball in, just there, hanging there for someone to attack it, and he's run straight under it. Instead of bending his run, he's just run straight at it and didn't really give himself a chance. If he did get there, he was not able to get any direction just by his run. Just attack the ball straight on. All he needed there was just a Tim Sills at that far post just to attack that ball.
Going through. Anderson with the throw towards Mohammed, went by Charles. Hargreaves leaves it for Nicholson. Go on! Zebrowski. Scott Davis now for Aldershot. Todd came across. This could be dangerous. It's Joel Grant on his right. Very important block by Todd.
A lot of it has all been about Chris Todd. He's been in the way of everything. He's defended really well this evening for Torquay, making up for quite a few errors out there for his teammates. Don't know if that is a great position he's taken up, or just a bit of luck, but he definitely was in the right place at the right time. He's made a terrific run across his box just to try and get there as well. Done really, really well.
Torquay were perhaps fortunate that didn't fall to the left foot of that man Joel Grant then. Might have been more power and direction on it. Reece Day with the interception. Mohammed didn't reach Sills. Given away by Winfield. Torquay are preparing to bring Danny Stevens on, the 21-year-old, as Phillips chases this.
I just think Danny Stevens gives him a little bit of pace, but what he does, if he can get him in good areas wide, he can deliver a good ball into the box. That's the one thing Torquay have been lacking. It's a great strength for them. That's why they're in this position at the moment in the league. Quality into the box, and they haven't really had enough of that this evening.
Here's Zabrowski. Decent run. Is there an end product? Cross was just too strong for Sills. Picked up now by Mohammed. In from Mansell. Good delivery. Headed away by Winfield, then by Harding. Back in from Mohammed. And then coolly picked up by Chalmers. Cleared by Charles. Elvins just trying to get goal side. Again, Torquay waiting for the goalkeeper to come. And he did on that occasion.
He did. I just think sometimes, especially the way the goalkeeper tonight is very nervous, I think you just got to go and deal with it yourself at the moment. Can't wait for him. Again, we're seeing it there with Torquay, really trying to press forward. And as mentioned by Paul Buckle, they're so good in the counter-attack, Aldershot.
Here's Mohammed, quickly taken. Charles wasn't caught out there. And that could well be Kaid Mohammed's last action of this game. He's going to be the man replaced. Just past the hour mark. Player on loan from Swindon, 4 goals in his last 3 games. None tonight. And on will come a man Aldershot know well, Danny Stevens, the 21-year-old, because he scored one of the 3 goals in their victory over Aldershot back in August. His first senior goal of his career. There's his first touch. Good cross. Cleared by Charles. Now Todd. It's a free kick to Torquay.
Now this is going to be a dangerous one. It's positions they want to be in. Kevin Nicholson will come across.
He's quickly taken it. Swung in by Stevens. Zabrowski at the back post. Sills regains possession. Torquay have territorial advantage, but can they make it pay with a goal? Stevens against Charles, Little against Large. Still has it, Stevens. Has support through Mansell. Who does get the ball in? And there's the equaliser. Lee Phillips brings second place Torquay United level with his 12th of the season. All square at Plainmoor.
Well, that's why Danny Stevens is out now. Clever player, just rolls it back. Lee Mansell has been delivering some great balls into the box, but it was all about the run there of Lee Phillips. Comes right across the front of the Aldershot defence and just knocks the ball in. Unstoppable for Nicky Boy in goal, and not a chance from that distance with that power. Quality ball with a quality run. There's only one result at the end of that, and that's the goal.
Applause from Paul Buckle. Both these teams always seem to score. Torquay level. Well, if we've got a 27 minutes of football ahead now.
Oh, it's going to be good now. I mean, they've done well talking this up. They've really kept Aldershot quiet, just kept them down to counter-attacks. But in general, they deserve what they've got. They've been the better side so far this half.
Lee Phillips, the man who scored at Wembley and had playoff heartache in the final for Exeter last season. Might just have kept their title hopes alive. So far this evening, anyway. Food for thought for Gary Waddock and his assistant Martin Cool.
He just wants his players to keep their head, not to lose it. Just keep doing what they've been doing so far.
Hargreaves did well. Gets it back from Phillips. Shields it away from Harding. Chalmers in ahead of Hockley. And then forward by Ben Harding.
Their great strength in the first half, Aldershot, was Joel Grant. That's the one thing they've stopped this off. He hasn't had the ball enough. I think that's just killed the impetus in their forward play at the moment, relying too much on Danny Hilton to chase things down. That is not the Aldershot that everyone knows. They love to pass the ball wide.
And here's Zabrowski. Taking on Winfield, needs a good cross, ball got it away, Stevens tries to get there in the back post. And it was a foul in the end on Anthony Charles, who did very well for Aldershot. So too did that man, the goalkeeper.
He did as well. That was just Zabrowski, just getting the ball, gets it past people, you're not going to catch him. I think initially he was looking for the cross, it ends up a shot in the end. That was going in, that was a great touch by Nicky Ball in the end. And Danny Stevens just trying to get round the back, and he just couldn't, because it's about Anthony Charles, just got his leg across there to stop him getting the touch.
Nicholson clears for Torquay. Again, just a little bit of indecision back there.
Well, I think the goalkeeper's calls that, Steve. A few occasions he's been needed, he hasn't dealt with it, and he just Kevin Nicholson thought, I'm not going to go back there, I'm just going to get the ball out of play.
Certainly the biggest game of his life, that is for certain. Yet to play in Reading's first team. Ben Harding. Gia. Davis didn't take the ball with him there, and there could be a break on here for Torquay. Sills and Phillips up. Hargreaves has Harding on his shoulder. Hargreaves! And that's another great touch for a corner.
Well, that's all come from Scott Davis, trying to do a trick when the trick wasn't needed. But that was a fantastic break by Torquay. Kevin Nicholson's done great by this time. Lovely pass, and it's a good save as well by Nicky Ball.
The pendulum has swung the way of Torquay United. They're the team on top, having drawn level. Here comes their corner. Cleared at that near post. Hargreaves has Joel Grant right on his shoulder. He had to make that challenge. Well, what a game we have now. It hasn't disappointed right from the off, in fairness.
I never believed it was going to disappoint, Steve, with these two sides playing against each other.
He hasn't kept that in. Well, let's get some latest odds in this titanic clash with Blue Square's Alan Alga.
Torquay had drifted to 7-1 on the in-running prices with Blue Square. They're now 2-1 for the game. The draw's the favourite at 10-11, and Aldershot are drifted out to 3-1. They were 2-1 on.
Well, you just wouldn't like to call it at the moment, would you? 23 minutes to go. Free kick to Aldershot. In from Davis. Hilton almost under control. Lifted forward by Mansell towards a Torquay scorer, Phillips, who was fouled by Charles, who has been booked, and he has to be careful.
Well, he should have been careful. There was no need for him to do that.
Quickly taken by Torquay, trying to catch them out. Phillips drilled it with too much pace across the penalty area.
Got to see those. This is the Torquay we saw early in the season, playing with so much tempo and passion, and there's a striving forward and just pinning Aldershot back. Maybe it's a game they needed because they've been not as good in recent weeks. I think a game like this has brought out the best in Torquay.
The defeat at Grays at the weekend was only their first league defeat in 8 games. And here at Plainmoor, they have a terrific record. They've taken 38 points from a possible 48. They've drawn themselves level in this one against the league leaders. Mansell with a delivery towards Zabrowski. Needed a good first touch. And and Gear needed Scott Davis to help him out to clear it. And that's very unlike Kevin Nicholson.
Certainly is. He hasn't had much chance really to gear himself up, to test that what's in front of him. He has not been allowed time on the ball to get any crosses in. That's been one of the strengths of the Aldershot. They've not allowed that man on the ball.
Well, let's find out how Paul Buckle's thinking with Rebecca.
Paul, you said if you kept the pressure up, you get the goal. You have done it, and now you're on top.
Yeah, we are, but Aldershot are still dangerous. It's a cracking game. You can see why both teams are at the top, and you know, we just got to stay switched on.
Okay, thanks, Paul. Cheers.
Yes, you can't take your eye off the ball for a second in this one. Hilton, cleared by Ellis. Here with the throw for Aldershot. Don't forget, of course, the boxing continues on Saturday. Huge fight, the Battle of Britain, Macarelli against Hay. It's 10:30 start in the evening on Setanta Sports 1 on Saturday. This is a fight and a half as well between these two. First against second in the Blue Square Premier. All square, 20 minutes to go. Aldershot perhaps shaded in the first half. It's been Torquay's second period so far.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, no arguments about that, Steve. The way they've played, it's been a positive half-time talk for the Torquay players, and they've come out and they've delivered so far for Paul Buckle.
You just heard the Torquay United manager speak to us on the touchline and say that they have to keep their concentration. They have to here as Davis whips in the free kick. They are difficult to defend. And they'll just about do it.
It's a good ball in, a great height to attack.
In from Day. Headed in the air by Nicholson. Elvin's jumping. Davis trying to get to the second ball, cleared by Hargreaves. Forward by Gear. No flag. Won by Hilton. Then there was a handball by Rob Elvis, former West Bromwich Albion player.
Don't think there'll be any arguments about that. He's trying to get away with it, but the referee's done well to spot it.
Forward by Mansell to Danny Stevens. Phillips. Mansell get there, he's still going. Little unfortunate Torquay there.
As you just seen, Danny Stevens just having a little look there. I don't think that was really needed by Lee Phillips. Could have rolled it round the corner. Almost got something out of it in the end.
Gary Waddock's seen enough, he's going to make a change.
Second!
In a moment. Header from Todd. Drops to Joel Grant. Hilton trying to dig one out, cleared by Ellis. Davis. Challenge from Todd again, and then by Ellis, and he was fouled. And it's a free kick to Torquay.
Dare I say it, Steve, but Lee Mansell has definitely done well this half. Another little bit of a talk to him maybe, organisation-wise, but we have not seen Joel Grant so far.
The Blue Square Premier Player of the Month, Kirk Hudson, who is left out this evening, is about to come on for Aldershot. That's a header by Day. Sills, flick from Hockley, Danny Stevens. Hockley. Tim Sills with the acrobatic effort, but the offside flag was up. So here comes Hudson. We understand it's going to be Joel Grant who goes off. Perhaps that just backs up what you were saying about Lee Mansell, Parks.
That's right. In the first half, he was tortured in the first half. We haven't seen Joel Grant in this half, and I think it's down to this man. He's kept his head, he's been patient, and that's why we haven't seen a lot of Joel Grant. He's got a different proposition now Maybe if he comes this side, Hudson, we'll say, no, I've got it wrong there. Scott Davis has come this side, so he's got a completely different kind of player to be up against. I'm sure Scott Davis has come maybe to stop Mansell getting a lot of supply into the box.
Hudson isn't just a supplier, he's a scorer as well. 10 goals in his last 14 games. That's the reason why he is the player of the month in the Blue Square Premier. The league leaders have seen their slender lead pegged back by the chasing team. Second place, Torquay. They dearly love a victory. Remember, if they could, it would reduce the lead to 5 points with a game in hand, which is away at Droylsden, the bottom club. If they could win this and the game in hand, well, we would have a race for the title on our hands.
After the game we've seen today, Steve, it's going to be a good race.
And you, of course, will see it all the way right here on Setanta Sports. Ellis. Phillips is chasing. Nicky Bull made an early decision. Captured his sweeper with the second ball as well. Kept his calm.
Certainly was calm. I thought he was going to bit of deja vu there for the moment, but he was definitely a little bit more controlled there. Nicky Bull knew exactly what he was going to do with the ball. The moment he went out for it, knew he weren't just going to rush and kick it straight away. Knew he had to bring it under control first and then get it out.
Danny Stevens for Torquay onto his left foot. On the legs of Winfield. Hockley. Aldershot couldn't get it clear. Phillips needs some support here. Does well. Mansell battling with Charles. He gets the throw in the end, the Aldershot fullback.
He's done well, he's worked hard. Maybe thought he could have got on it, but it was a battle. He's just kept it in there, did not allow Anthony Charles to get out there to pull it in the space he's left behind him.
Phillips again, and that'll be a goal kick. And another former Aldershot player is about to enter the action, Roscoe the Seine. He played in the Aldershot team that lost in the final in the playoffs to Shrewsbury. Tim Sills was a substitute that day for Aldershot. He missed one of the penalties, Tim Sills. The striker, incidentally, that kept Sills out of the lineup that day was one Aaron McLean. You may know he's now playing for Peterborough and is the League Two leading goal scorer. Lewis Chalmers with the throw for the league leaders. Headed away by Sills. And there could well be a break on here because Aldershot had thrown players forward. Danny Stevens up against Charles. Phillips calling for it at the back post. Charles got back. Good defending again.
It was good defending, but I think a little bit ambitious by Danny Stevens. I think he was just better just looking for maybe Lee Phillips on at the back post there. Trying to beat a man there was always going to be difficult for Danny Stevens.
And it is the goal scorer Lee Phillips who's going to be replaced, and he's the man who got Torquay level.
Yeah, and I think he's deserved it. He's worked hard all night. It was a great run with a great header as well. Not a chance for Nicky Boy in goal. I just think it's coming off because he's just run out of steam. He's worked his socks off all evening.
Roscoe the Seine, 3 years an Aldershot player, and in that run to the playoff final, 21 goals for Aldershot in the league. Now he's looking to score against them to keep Torquay's title hopes alive. Here's his first touch. He's won a throw. His 9th appearance for Torquay. Brought here from Accrington Stanley by Paul Buckle. That's frustrating for them at this stage of the game.
So there's as areas they want to be in as well, Torquay. They want to get in those wide areas and look for delivery into the box. Lee Mansell just stepping offside. As he threw that ball in, he had to step back in line. He didn't, just stood still. Easy to play offside.
The same to Sills, the two former Aldershot players up front together now. Offside flag up against the Seine.
Yeah, He did go a bit early. They questioned it, but he saw it from where I'm standing. He did go very, very early. That ball was played when he made his run. Not a problem for me. And you can just see him. He's gone far too early.
Nice on the knee for Lee Phillips, we understand. A Torquay goal scorer. Handball against Hargreaves.
Just unlucky with a bounce there, Lee Hargreaves.
Away by Hockley, only as far as Davis. He'll completely slice that effort, which will go for a throw-in. He was under a lot of pressure from Lee Mansell, in fairness.
It certainly was, and he just had Kirk Hudson just behind him as well.
Lee Phillips has just come off. Let's hear from him with Rebecca.
Lee, firstly, what's the injury?
Just in the first half, I managed to get one of their defenders' studs, just made a slit down my knee. And it's a little bit sore, but, you know, I've absolutely run my socks off tonight, so, you know, hopefully Roscoe come on and grab the headlines.
It's an intense match out there, isn't it? What's it like to play?
It's an amazing game, very quick, and I think it's a testament to the league tonight, because there's two great football teams out there and playing a really good, entertaining game of football.
Who's going to win?
Hopefully we are.
I knew you said that, Lee, thank you.
You can hear in his voice there, he was almost too tired to answer that last question. They've all given everything tonight. Is there to be a winner? The next 10 minutes plus stoppage time will tell us. Good pressure from Sills. It's come back to Tim Sills! And he's been denied by his former teammate, Nicky Bull.
Well, that's the second time Rhys Day's made a mistake. Almost got himself out of trouble, but in the end he ran into trouble. It's all about the same closing down as well. Tim Sills tried to guide it into that right-hand corner, and he was so unlucky. Nicky Bull, as he's been all evening, been positive and decisive in what he's done, and another good save.
Another change for Torquay. Chris Zabrowski is going off. Jody Banham on loan from Droylsden makes his home debut. 10 goals he's got for the bottom club this season. Now he's trying to fire one in for the second place one. That was cleared by Hudson. Scott Davis. Foul by Mansell and Charles, from Ellis rather. There's going to be the first yellow card of the evening for Torquay.
I don't think there can be any arguments about he's late. It's not a malicious one, it's more of a trip than anything, but the referee's been very lenient with his cards, and that's a soft one compared to some of the ones he's let go.
So the first yellow card for Torquay this evening goes to Mark Ellis. We've just seen Torquay's new loan signing, now we're going to see Aldershot's Junior Mendes. Just be his second appearance for Gary Waddock's team. 31-year-old. And it is Aldershot's goal scorer Danny Hilton who leaves the field.
Yeah, he's done well, Danny Hilton. He's worked on another lad who's worked tirelessly. He looks absolutely shattered as well. But again on the cameras he gets another goal.
Hargreaves with the header. No free kicks at the referee. That came off Todd, then off Ellis. And they're getting to the stage where nobody wants to make that error that could be so costly, particularly if it was a Torquay error. Hargreaves. Torquay throw. The Sains touch. Scott Davis. Mansell in the way. Roscoe the save. Sills waits at the back post. Banham is in there as well. Here's Stanley Stevens onto his left foot, and it curled the wrong side.
I thought that was going as well. It looked like it was just going to move slightly there to the right, but it doesn't happen. It just stays in a straight line at the end. But that's Danny Stevens. He tried to get his foot round it, just never come round. So just the touch wasn't initially good, but the strike weren't bad. He was looking to get his foot around it. Didn't happen. He thought it had happened.
I think we have to say as well, whatever happens in the next 6 minutes, this has been an unbelievable advert for the Blue Square Premier.
Yes, that's what he said. Lee Phillips said that, and he's 100% right. It's been a very good game, and I'm sure if there's anybody new watching it this evening, they'll look at this and they'll say, this ain't bad, this. They honestly believe they are watching at least Football League football this evening.
Commitment, spirit, talent, drama, it's had it all. And is there one more chapter to be written yet? And that was Banham's delivery. Played by Harding. Ellis back to Anderson. He'll be the most relieved man in the ground when Phillips scored. The Torquay goalkeeper.
Oh, without a doubt, because one mistake could have cost them, got themselves back into it. That man does not want to make another mistake.
Mansell. Harding's ball forward, headed away by Todd. Hargreaves. Mendes with the jump. Tremendous commitment from both sides again.
It is, and the referee's doing great as well. He's letting play go on as well, the ref.
He had to give that one. He's refereed it very well, Phil Gibbs. I should point that out. A wonderfully free-flowing game.
Certainly has been, and it's easy to keep stopping it for little niggy little fouls, but he's trying to keep it going. That's why it's turning out so far a good game.
Chalmers back in again, headed away by Todd and across by Hargreaves. Lewis Chalmers is down for Aldershot. He looks in a lot of pain as well, holding his left ankle.
Yeah, he just jumps, sticks out a leg, and he just comes down. Looks like he just twisted his, just went rolled over on his ankle. No one was involved. It's just the way he's just landed down on it. Doesn't look a good one. You can always see by the reaction, he's just stayed still, motionless. It's a problem.
Well, we can only hope that that isn't as serious as it looks for Lewis Chalmers, for Gary Waddock, and for all the Aldershot fans as well.
So he's so influential for this Aldershot side. He's the man who really makes them tick. And he's not a man to be faking injury at all. He'll go through a brick wall for his team. He knows all about serious injuries. Gary Waddock had a major injury when he was at Queen's Park Rangers. Fought back through it. A lot of people wanted to write him off. Ended up going to play out in Belgium.
Scotty.
Well, his first ever signing as the Aldershot manager, Lewis Chalmers, looks in a great deal of pain. It's getting Louis Shaw stripped because it's becoming obvious that Chalmers is not going to play any further part this evening, and he'll wait anxiously for a diagnosis on Lewis Chalmers, but that is not a good sign.
Not at all. The game hasn't been anything at all like that. Just that little accident, just rolled over on the ankle, it looks like to me. Just jumped for it, committed, as he always is. And he lands and he just looks to spring again, and there he goes again, and he just rolls. Just right, and he knows it as well. You can just see by that little leap in the air as he tries to take the pressure off of that foot.
Louis Shaw is going to be his replacement. The 23-year-old. He's well want to come on in these circumstances.
What will happen here? I think we'll see Scott Davis just come into the middle. Saws will just go wide now.
Stay on the move.
Gives it.
tell by the delay. I think the severity of the concern for Lewis Chalmers. So if Aldershot do go away from Devon unbeaten tonight, it may well be at a cost.
It will be. It'll be a big loss to them.
Well, it's not a sight we like to see at any time. It's a tremendous round of applause from the Aldershot supporters. It's the end of his evening. Let's hope it isn't the end of his season. Gary Waddock is coming across to wish his player all the best. So Shaw's is on, and for the final few moments it's back to game on. The stoppage time board will be the next interesting number. Mansell. Forward by Todd. Away by Day. 5 added minutes for one of these sides to find a winner. Junior Mendes. Hudson. Back towards Mendes. Louis Saucer substitute with his first touch. He's got it back across. Torquay were living dangerously. Still might be. Headed away by Ellis.
That was good defending. There was a lovely little touch there by Matt Copley, just in front of Ben Harden. That just stopped him getting a shot off.
Forward by Day. These two sides have gone at it right from the first whistle. And they're continuing to do so. Hudson, as always, in his direct manner. Stop though, and Torquay try and build again. The same putting Winfield under pressure. Teenager goes back to Nicky Buller's goalkeeper. They had time to take a touch. Sills is pushed off it by Day. Anderson, helped on by Hargreaves. Desai tried to turn away from Day. Referee wasn't interested. Tells Desai to get up.
Yeah, he does. I think he made the right decision there as well. Desai, I think, could have got that if he really went for it. He's running to restay and just falling over. Lets him run across his body. He runs into him. I think the referee's made the right decision now.
Todd wins that header. Charles thought about going back to his goalkeeper there momentarily, and in the end just cleared his lines.
I think it was all about not wanting to make that mistake. Steve wasn't 100% on making the pass, thought about the bobbles. In the end, decided to do the job himself, just got it out of play.
Danny Stevens. Charles across again. We've had almost 2.5 of the 5 minutes of allotted stoppage time. Stevens. No way through. Goal kick to Aldershot.
It seems that a goal that they've got back, Torquay. The game seems to have closed up a little bit after they got their equalising goal.
Saw his side got level. Must have fancied them to go on and score again. Still might, of course, in the remaining 2 minutes of stoppage time. They've given it everything.
He's happy they're back in the game. He knows it's not the result he really wanted, but it'll take a lot from their performance this evening, Torquay. I think it's been a fantastic performance by them.
Source. Todd. But it's come out here to Scott Davis! There is to be late drama. Aldershot in the 94th minute have won it, and who knows, that may go a long, long way to winning the Blue Square Premier title.
Well, Paul Buckle must be so disappointed. It was something out of nothing. Chris Todd maybe should have done better here, but it's all about Junior Mendes. Just chased it down, just kept Todd under a lot of pressure, just got the block in there to stop it, and he pulls this one out of the bag. Scott Davis, something out of nothing. What a terrific shot that was with his left foot. Not a chance for Anderson at all. Just smooth slightly as he hits it, but right in that far left-hand corner, and it's there. It's just sort of challenge there. Chris Todd actually gets it out to him, but at the end it's just, well, he can't believe it. I'm sure he was looking at 1-1, had a disappointment of losing his captain. Now got the joy of maybe winning this game 2-1.
Scott Davis, 19-year-old, on loan from Reading, with his 9th goal for the club. And it might just be a priceless one. He's been shown the yellow card, incidentally, for his celebration. Final few seconds for Torquay to fight back. It's a bitter pill to swallow as far as the home side are concerned. That was Mendes, and he was the one who put Todd under pressure in the initial build-up to that goal.
And it's a shame as well. Chris Todd has played so well, and he just maybe over-elaborated in that corner. Took too long, maybe should have just cleared his lines instead of trying to beat his man, trying to keep possession. And it's cost them dearly at the moment, Torquay. The game they didn't really deserve to lose.
We were told to expect the unexpected, and just like the script said, just as we were looking forward to a 1-1 draw, an honour shared. Aldershot with a sucker punch, and it is Aldershot's night. They've won it 2-1, and they've opened up a gap at the top of the Blue Square Premier that now stretches to 11 points clear of Torquay United. They have 12 games to play. They've played one more than Torquay. It's a hard, hard one to take for the home side, but Aldershot have just put one hand on the Blue Square Premier Trophy. 8, they started in front. 11, they finish in front. They got the dream start inside 6 minutes with Danny Hilton's goal, with a mistake by Mikel Anderson to give them the lead, and they led until just after the hour mark, when Torquay, who came back strongly in the second half, equalised with a header from Lee Phillips. Torquay went for the winner, and then just as though it looked as though it was going to end with a point apiece, up popped 19-year-old Scott Davis, on loan from Reading, to give us the most dramatic of winners and send those Aldershot fans home very, very happy indeed. They have gone 11 points clear of Torquay at the top of the league. Let's get some reaction. The goal scorer and the goalkeeper are both with Rebecca.
Thanks, Steve. Scott, you look absolutely speechless, but if you can, just talk us through how you're feeling and talk us through that goal.
Absolutely delighted. Obviously, the fans, the noise they're making at the moment just sums it all up. Like, we're absolutely delighted. We come here, if we got a draw, it would have been a good result, but to get a win was absolutely fantastic. And credit to this bloke next to me, he was unbelievable.
We'll chat to Nicky in just a second, but that second half, you're under a lot of pressure, weren't you? I mean, I suppose the win was at the back of your mind in some ways.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say, they pressed onto us in the second half, and you could see the amount of chances they had. Like, I get the ball away up in their corner there, and they've broke. He's made a fantastic save. So it's one of those where you've got to finish your chances, and luckily, it's gone in the corner for me against my mate. So, yeah, no, it's good.
Thank you very much, Nicky. You were, I think it's fair to say, the busier of the two goalkeepers.
Yeah, obviously you come to the team second in the table. They've scored a lot of goals. We know they play, they create chances. And, you know, at times we were going to be under pressure. But, you know, I've been saying all season, you know, this team don't know when they're beat. We're digging for each other. The team spirit's unbelievable. And, you know, we win as a team, we draw as a team, and we lose as a team. And, you know, this is for the whole club. You've got to look at the people behind the goal there. I'm told 900 travelled tonight. These people here in the thousands at home, you know, they had their club taken away from them from no fault of their own. And there's people that have dedicated their lives financially and through time to bring this club back up from nothing. And, you know, for me personally, I've been here 6 years. It's for the fans tonight. And, you know, the boys in our squad have got to realise just how much it means to these supporters to go up, because like I say, they had their club taken away from you, and these boys, we can give them back and show that their dedication of their life has been worthwhile, because there's been a lot of people that have given up their lives to get this club back where we are, and it's up to us now to go over the finishing line.
Nicky, obviously very passionate, well said. 11 points clear now this evening. Is that enough? Is that the title in the bag for Aldershot?
No, definitely not. You know, win, lose or draw tonight, I'd have been saying the same thing. We've got 36 points still to play for. Torquay, you've got 39. You've got Cambridge, you've got Stevenage, you've got Exeter. They're all good teams, you know, and anyone can put a run together. We're out there to be shot at. And, you know, other teams have got to put runs together, but, you know, we wouldn't swap our position for anyone else's, but there's a long way to go.
Scott, do you think tonight, is that the sign of champions to win in the last minute like that?
Definitely not. I was going to say there's a long way to go, like Bully just said, and until the end of May or the end of April it is, we won't be champions unless we're at the top.
OK, well, you said it. He had a great game, Nicky did. He's also the Blue Square Premier Man of the Match. Scott, could you do the honours and hand it over?
Cheers, mate. Thanks. Take care.
Thanks very much, both of you. Thank you so much. What an evening. Torquay lose in the last minute of the game. We'll talk to Paul Buckle and we'll talk to the victorious manager, Gary Waddock, in just after the break. See you in a second.
Blue Square Premier table, 77 points now for Aldershot from 34, and they are now 11 points clear of second place Torquay. Torquay, though, as you can see, do have the one game in hand. Nicky Bull made some terrific saves at 1-1. He won the champagne, and then he went and gave it to the travelling Aldershot fans, who were absolutely outstanding for their team today. And then he got a big handshake from his manager and teammates. It was a terrific team performance from Aldershot. They won it with a sucker punch and a terrific goal in the 94th minute. They're 11 points clear. Gary Waddock must be delighted. He's now with Rebecca.
Thanks, Steve. I'm sure he is. Gary, a wonderful result for you. Do you think you deserved it on the night?
I think first half it was a battle and we stood up to it. We said to the players at half-time that Torquay were going to throw everything at us, and they did. But, you know, Torquay got themselves back into the game. And we had to stay firm and solid, which we did, and then we've gone and nicked a winner at the end.
In the second half, as you said, they did come out all firing, and did you feel that maybe they were on top, that they were the more likely to get the 3 points as the game went on?
Well, once they scored their goal, the momentum was with them, and make no mistake about it, it's a very difficult place to come to and play. But, you know, earlier part of the season we might have just not been able to stand up to it, but we've grown up, and we've been able to handle it, and we can handle the physical stuff as well, and that showed tonight, I think.
Nicky Bull at the end was very passionate. He's obviously been in the club a good while, and he said that it's very important that the players in there understand how the fans feel and how this club, what this club has been through. Do you agree with him?
Oh, totally. You know, the support we got tonight here, and I have to say, I hope everybody enjoyed it back at the club who were watching. So, but no, the fans that travelled down, you know, they were fantastic again. But you know, it's been a hard, long season, and it's a long way to go yet. You know, we've got some really important games to come. So, big 3 points for us tonight, but there's still a long way to go.
The winner from Scott Davis was a fabulous goal, but Nicky Bull kept you in it as well, didn't he?
Well, we just said in there, you know, Bully's pulled off a number of good saves there, but he's been like that all season. He's a quality goalkeeper, and you know he has won us games, you know, on the saves that he's made. You know, Scotty's hit one in the back of the net for us, but Bully's kept us in the game.
11 points clear now. I know you're going to say still a long way to go, still lots of points to play for, but it's hard now for anybody, and for Torquay especially, to catch you, isn't it?
All we do, we're going to the next game looking for 3 points. And I keep saying it, and I'll repeat myself until the end, that if we've got enough come the end of the season, you know, let's see where we are. But our next game now is in the semi-final of the trophy, and we prepare for that.
And just one more line about the fans. It's going to be a party down the motorway home, isn't it?
I hope so. They've been fantastic all season, and again, I thank them for travelling down, and obviously the fans that stayed at home and watched it at the ground. Hopefully they enjoyed it.
Gary, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, this is Gary Waddock's squad warming down. Big smiles as well. They put everything in tonight. And there's no better way to win a titanic clash, is there? At first against second, than the 94th minute victory. Gary Waddock, you're not going to get him saying anything about the title or promotion, are you? He's the consummate professional, even when you just won it in the 94th minute.
I think egg in your face worries him more than anything, Steve. He's not going to give him. He knows there's a lot of points to play for. For me, I can't see anybody stopping them, to be honest, really. Yes, they might lose a game or two, but no one's going to get a run together to go past them. And plus, as well, you look at them and think, can anybody really take a gamble and really go at them the way they come back at you counter-attacking wise? Then when the team really gets close to them as well, stops all their play going forward, because that weren't the best they played this evening. Their passing play was interrupted all evening by Torquay. And the moment you think you've done the job, nullified them, they score.